then we can use some love. So let's spam some love for everyone in need of it in these times. Game number 4 has started. Erangel is where we're headed. 3 times we're headed to Erangel. And let's see. This is probably one of the most fair planes. I mean, we know that Ferry Pier is where Na'Vi likes to go. They should be able to jump out and take vehicles and get down there. I don't think this lobby has a dedicated Prim team, and even if there is a dedicated Prim team, they probably have somewhere else they can go to. So I think, honestly, this plane, I mean, southeast to northwest plains, Sarki to Mills of Power, all the other way, or like all the other way around, those are usually the most fair planes across the board. Let's see now. Oh, I love it. The 10 minutes delayed chat, all of a sudden, the entire chat just explodes with lulz, and I go, huh. I think I know why that happened. Did it have something to do with the Molotov, maybe? And the entire chat just starts spamming lulz out of nowhere. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there was a feels bad finish to that one. If you're a if you're an energy fan, Aliyah probably not one of his proudest moments. Rustin Ma tried to tag away at Iroh, and this is something Iroh has always done. I mean, always. Ever since Team Liquid started looting where they are now, he's always been very greedy in stealing the hard spawn vehicle that spawns right around here. Stealing the hard spawn vehicle away from the Rosok looting team. He kind of always goes to do that. And well, this time around is no different. Pretty smart play to secure a car in an area where, well, you don't really have vehicles. And holy cow, a military game, and there's no one in military. James is already headed down there. Where is Na'Vi? They're looting Yasnaya. Okay, guys, tell me, when is the last time you saw Na'Vi loot Yasnaya? It does make sense because we don't have Omak in here. We don't have, after all, some of these teams that like to loot in this area of the map. So why not go there? Yasnaya, open and available. Plane was going in this direction. I think this was just a reaction drop saying, guys, Yasnaya is free. Just jump out and take it. I didn't see exactly how early or late they jumped towards it, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it next game. I mean, of course, now they know that it's free, so they'll probably just be headed there again. Should the plane not allow for them to go down towards Ferry Pier, but that's interesting. Na'Vi in Yasnaya. Cannot recall having ever seen that before. James is rotating down towards military base. Poro is doing the same thing. Poro, not to be confused with the American commentator, Porosaurus. At least I don't think that's him. Technically, he could be in the tournament if he wanted to, as long as you have, that's the only rule we have, guys. As long as you have 2 EMEA players on your team, you're actually allowed to play with players from NA, players from Korea, whatever the hell you want. As long as 2 of your players... Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Base trying to rotate on over. They do have someone ready and waiting for them, though. Let's see. Oh, my lord. This is the gun you want to be raiding with as well. How is this gonna go? 75 bullets to use. Gustav is the first one to fall. Do we need to reload? No, we do not. 8C down to low HP, but the drive-by first phase gets the better of him. Gustav is knocked, but he's going to be able to get back on his feet. And you don't shoot at my teammates, I shoot at you. And to be fair, if you have to camp a bridge, that's exactly how you want to do it. That is exactly how you want to do it with an M249. They did kind of leave Uber behind, though. He is by himself. He's in the water, and I think does Soxia and Prill know? No, they're going for the vehicle. They're rotating back around the other way. And here's Poro with a Bison getting the flush on Maxi. Huh. Liquid splitting out, and I gotta say, that's the first time in a while I've seen Maxi be the first one from Liquid to go down. He's normally, he's more of a group player, I feel like, in terms of their splits and what they do. Usually I see Maxi being, like, if they're in a, let's say, 2-1-1 split, usually it's Maxi and someone else together. and then 2 other teammates separated. So interesting to see Mexico down first. That's not something we see too often. Not fair. They're still looting Sargi. Not in a hurry. Elgig, North George. A lot of teams up towards the north. Of course, it was a somewhat northern plain in that sense, but a lot of teams up there. Oh, don't make a sound over. Hopefully they don't have their sonar active. Nope, seems like KitKat will just passively rotate around. And nothing's gonna happen. Hope I should be able to swim across. Entropy will take their boats and cross on over as well. Shots fired. I'm not sure exactly where that was from. I didn't see anyone shooting, so a little confusing. A little confusing in terms of who was doing what there. Ends rotating out now. WSG trying to make their rotation out as well. I believe they've lost a player too. Let's see. Iro ready to get going. Anybody needs a flyby cameraman? I can do that all day, every day. Glider cameraman. Wee wee wee. Yep, that's whenever my casting career comes to an end, I can always become a flying cameraman. I'll be rotating on over. No one's sitting on the west side bridge side. Oh, that's I was gonna say. I don't even think I needed to go down and watch that. That's Eliminado. Down he goes immediately. KitKat down to 2 players now. That's an unfortunate start for them. No, there are 4. They are 4 alive. They are 4 alive. Okay, sorry. I couldn't count. The art of counting to 4. That's apparently something. A skill that I don't possess for some reason. Sam T is gonna try and stay put. And they do manage to force Team Phantom to think twice about where they want to go. Technically now, the circle could still go north. It could still shift up towards the north. A lot of teams have already committed, but because the circle or the plane opted as far north and teams looted as far north of it as they did, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams still on the north side actually. So half teams haven't crossed over yet. Normally in these circles where there's not more landmass north than this, you would see them rotate earlier across. But given the fact that we had no teams land over on the military side of things, and we also didn't what should I say, we also didn't have any, like, other than James and Poro, we didn't really have anyone do like instant rotations. Then yeah, we still have the teams sitting and waiting for that next shift, which will come in just about a minute's time. Someone's gonna back off. They're looking around. They know there are people down there. That's all they needed to see when they saw Iro park his vehicle. Like, yep, nope, that ain't gonna happen. Only issue being is that all the boats here are gone. We saw both KitKat take one over, and we saw Tornado Energy take the other one. So there are no boats in between these 2 islands. We've also taken the boat here, and well, right now, if you're Team Phantom, you're sitting and ready and waiting to take the boats from Ferry Pier across. So there shouldn't really be any boats unless we go all the way to Prim or all the way maybe east side Milta. Is there still a boat here up for grabs? Yes, there is. There's still a boat in Milta. But other than that, it's Prim, or I don't even think there's any boats up here either. Because yeah, that's far from optimal. Let's see. Where are we headed? Is it gonna be north? Is it gonna be south? Oh my lord. There's a chance. It could go. This could go both ways. We're literally centering on this right here. This is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be horrible. I hope you didn't beach your boats, guys. There's no saying. It can still go south. It can still go south. Oh my lord. Oh, what's gonna happen here? Blaze instantly rotating into farm alongside Sneep. Navi, 3-way split. That might come on to bite them. We'll see how that's gonna pan on out. Face rotates forward. Flag, the only 2 players from KitKat trying to make their rotations on in. Tegas trying to see what he can find. Here's all the shots towards farm, and he goes, yeah, nope. And then you have all of Game Frame's players. They're swimming. Tegas will have to hold off on his own for a good while. Elgic rotating over, not fair there here. And this is the issue, right? Normally you would not see this many people be able to rotate to the top this fast. But because there were still 8 teams waiting to rotate across, this has been actually, like, this whole area has been taken surprisingly fast. Now let's see Elgic, they're crashing on in, and teams are gonna be surprised. Teams are really gonna be surprised by how many teams are already in these center positions. Takeo found Squeaky. The flush should be coming in as well. So Tega's try and flush it out, but he should be bleeding out. I think it was tagged 2 or 3 times. He should be going down. Not fair. Settling for the north side of this. Tornado Energy right next to Flag. That could be an engagement just waiting to happen. We'll see. Down towards the south. There's a bike there. And oh, there's 2 beached boats. That's not good. Elliot does get 1 boat in the water. Now shots are fired from the shoreline. Oh, Soxy, you done messed up. You messed up, buddy. Millman heard that, that's for sure. Soxy is looking around for something. I think they're aware that Flag is inside as well. Yes, indeed, they are. 40 damage done to him. Nate slopped in. No damage done. Soxy, what can you do from here? Tornado Energy. Only a Molotov prevented them from winning last game. A Molotov and, I guess, K-Mind. Now is when they upped its sleeve. 2 guys take the boat. Crossing over, make that 3 actually. 3 in that boat. How is that gonna work? Oh my lord, Sharkfin is actually open. Sharkfin is open and available. Soxy is being contained by FaZe, but now FaZe is also shooting out in the water. Let's see. Will they be able to get across? The guys in the boat. Millman finds Flag. So while he was left alone on the other side, he's able to stay alive, and they've just crossed on over. They've committed 3 boats now. First they took 2 boats to the other side. Now they take this boat back. Could you imagine if this circle goes back south? There is still a chance, guys. 30 more seconds and we'll know. WGSG committing over. Liquid are staying, and Truggy and Millman. We got 5. No, actually, no. We got Wear Team down south as well. In before. I'm just saying it. In before it goes back to military again. I would absolutely love it. For the sake of the memes. This would be hilarious. If this goes down to military again, that's the most yoink yoink circles I've seen in one game ever. Let's see, how rude do you want this game to be for these teams? No, it shifts north. It's guaranteed. Liquid, you need to figure out how you're gonna cross. Same thing happening to Wear Team. Now, there is a boat for Liquid, but I'm seeing WTSG players down towards the south side. And if Vart hears this, that's gonna be Reprinos. Full Team Liquid. Vart rotates around though. They're, I mean, understandably so, more focused on trying to get into good positions themselves than trying to take fights. Ends crashing. Are they going for the compound? Or are they crashing Na'Vi? Are you playing for? Are you all crashing this wizard? Here comes Ends. Full speed forward, all trying to make their way in. Tixer runs in. Morpheus almost getting run over. This is a full-on brawl, and clearly and quickly, Ends manages to succeed and take control. They do lose Rust and Though Squeaky they had already lost before, but they get themselves a position outfit. That was a full-on commitment. Liquid hopping out early. Didn't want to risk having anyone sit above them, so they're going to be running from now on. Millman is swum the entire distance across and is almost on the other side. Next circle, remember, does not have to go away from water, so it can go anywhere. 8C is on his own, and Trophy has made their way over towards him, and now towards the north we have Team Phantom and Not Fair fighting one another. Uno, utility being put to use. Doesn't have a vehicle to get away from here, and he's kind of isolated. Tries to make the runoff, but let's see if Buster maybe can find him. He does have a bit of a ridge to go down behind. He does have teammates there as well, so should potentially be able to wrap around on that side. Let's see. Circle's closing in already. Liquid need to run. We're Team. They're rotating slowly, but it makes sense. And there's still space up here. I mean, because both Elkigant and Ents left their positions before, there's a surprisingly lot of space up towards the snake compound, as some like to call it. It's kind of like a snake or S compound, whatever you want to call it. Up here, there's still some space. Buildings left available. Ooh, screwy. If you stop your buggy here and you look down, We might end up seeing a lot of Liquid players. Now Liquid's been seen. They've been seen by all of Tornado Energy. Hello, James. How are you doing? No, you don't miss those shots, Screwy. Don't miss those shots. He was literally sitting still. James has not taken any damage yet. And Screwy, you just need to get in your car and get the hell out of here. That was a missed opportunity on potentially 2 free kills. But you whiffed, buddy. And now you need to get the hell away from there. New circle is going to pop. Phase 4 is going to connect. And you need to play it smart and safe. Oh, my lord. Have fun running, Liquid. They might actually just end up flying to the blue here. Do they have any cars they can take? Yeah, no. Do they have a car in the blue they can take? Yeah, no. Good luck, Liquid. You have 45 seconds till the circle starts closing in. WSG is going to drive away. I think Liquid might be best off just not doing anything here. WSG all getting into their vehicles. I'm looking at them. Where are we headed? The purple beasts. Where are we driving? Sam T is going to be the one in front. Every little rock counts here. Where can you play from? They're sending it. They're going for the mid. Oh, I'm looking at Samsy. I'm not sure exactly where he's headed. Tegas came out to shoot, but there's nothing to shoot at. 4 guys playing 1 shack. Is that the plan? Nope, that's not the plan. They're continuing forward. Samsy, where are we going here? Where are we headed if we're WGSG? Are they playing the dip on the backside? Where's WGSG going? They're driving in circles. What is going on here? This is like that Lucky Luke episode where everyone driving in circles. What is going on? I don't even think they know where they want to go. Now one jumped out. Vard is still driving. Miraku is still driving. Samsi is still driving. This is so confusing. Now they're driving into each other as well. You guys can say all you want about DA rotations, but this was a proper WGSG rotation, and I do not think this right here is where WGSG wanted to play from. The fact that they only lost 1 player in all of that is probably the biggest surprise to me of all. What the hell was that rotation, guys? I'm sure Dopus has something to say about that. I mean, to be fair, they got into the circle. They only lost 1 player. And they'll be alright for now, but it just looked really, really unorganized. Like, it did not look like there was a whole lot of, what do you say, decisiveness in that rotation. AB falls, K-Mine, do you go for the res in phase 4? You do have 1 minute, so you might just be able to get it. Remember, they lost Mexi early to a Bison. Tegas falls. James with the barrel, able to find 1, looks around, can't find Tego. Now he goes down, did manage to tag up 1, but it's not gonna matter. James falls as well, so while K-Mine was busy resing a pizza, they lose James in the transition of it. Let's see now. Blue is going to be on them, which means EB. Nope, that's phase 4. You're going to go down. K-Mine tries to make his run forward, and this is what I expected to see. Liquid fighting with the circles more than the opponents in this circle. Once the circle hard shifted to the east, it became troublesome, and I'm afraid that might be the fate for the guys. Oh my lord, that is a wide split from FaZe Clan. Upa and Gustav playing the south side, and up towards the east, or northeast of Milta, you have 8C and Fuzzface trying to stay strong, but it's not really working out right now. 8C already down. Fuzzface is at a half HP. Entropy trying to push further forward, and Sunny is going to be the one to get the flush on 1. Did he hear Fuzzface run back to the other house? I'm not sure if he could have. Not fair playing the house. They have a little rich line to play behind, so there's not going to be any vision towards them. Liquid eliminated in 14th. K-Mine does fall to Beetle. Circles centering up on Farm, and yeah, all of a sudden, that WGSG rotation, maybe it wasn't so bad after all. I still can't believe, though, that it actually worked out. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty interesting. Let's see, Navi playing through twin compounds down towards the southwest side of the circle. It's not in, actually. Oh, well, the corner of it is in, but they can't play here for much longer. And they have 4 game frame players pushing up. AB is by himself. Tegas is pushing in on foot, looking forward. Sees Kemba. Spots out. 1 more Bestalog is seen. He goes down as well. Tegas is tagged up, but he's alive. Tap and Senya both down to half HP as well, so they need to spend a little second figuring out what they want to do here. Kemba might be able to get a rest on here. Best of luck is the first knock on him, but as you can see, there are so many teams looking in this direction. Best of luck does go down to an 8. I guess that's the silver lining, considering that that's what he always does to opponents. Nate lopped on over. A little off on the side. Could have been a good one. Kemba has one more. Goes for Tico. It's going to land right on his feet, and he gets the knock. 200 damage done with a nade. And they said nades were nerfed. Tico goes down. Fights will escalate towards the east as well at some point soon. We'll see in just a moment. Na'Vi have a tough task here. They still have 4 players up. Game frame, let's hop down towards the south. Both Ghost Stuff and Face. Well, all of them have died. I was gonna say both Ghost Stuff and Fuss Face went down, but nope, now open foil as well. And once again, Face Clan having trouble. I believe they got only 1 kill that game, so that's just a 1-point game there for them. WGG somehow still alive and kicking. They'll be chilling for, well, probably the remaining of the game until they'll be forced to push by the circle. Tico down, Beetle down, Na'Vi stands strong, and game frame eliminated as Na'Vi finds their kill number 4 on them. Complete annihilation. 6 kills for the CIS team as they plan on where they want to go hit. Tornado Energy eliminated as well. Trucky, tanking blue, has the entirety of Entropy in front of him. That's always handy, but when you're this far out, it becomes dangerous. Let's see. He's going to sprint it in. Prone's down. Tries to heal up. Do you have time for first aid? You might. Yes, you do. But in 5 seconds, it's going to start hurting a whole hell of a lot more. You need to keep on running until you're in. There's no stopping now until you're all the way there. And he knows it. Gets on in. Prone's down. It's going to be able to get healed up. Circle. Send us towards... Oh, my lord. There. If they win because of what we saw before. If they... Competitively viable rotation. I like it. It's a very viable rotation. As long as you keep getting circles, it's gonna work out. I like it. I like it. Truggy. It's gonna try and make a run off. It's on his own. Where the hell do you go? Here we have him. The sneaky man. It's on his own. There's the overlay that I've been waiting to get a chance to utilize today. Kemba, how are you gonna do this? Silent pull up. Hello. Can we share? Nate says no. No damage done though. Kemba. Oh, does it go in? I believe it did. Oh, good night. That's 1, but Tixu able to stay alive. Kemba falls to Blaze. That's Lipson from the side. Able to get the knock there. How do you fare on this? There's so much open. This is probably one of the areas that... I mean, this... not probably. This is one of the areas that didn't really get any changes done from old Erangel to Erangel 2.0. I think only these 2 trees were added. And not too much else. They could have added like a... Just like we see up north... Oh, sorry, Skewy got a nice double. I missed that. But could have done like the craters like we see up towards the north somewhere. Like the big craters we see. Something should have been done here to make this area a little better, I think, as well. Let's see. Blue Star finds 1. Seiko finds the other. Not fair, gonna be eliminated. And an impossible run to make on the side. Not going to really work out, I'm afraid. WGSG still chilling. They have 1, maybe 2, yeah, 1.5, I should say. There's some smoke coming out of the buggy. 1.5 vehicle left to use. Vard trying to wrap around, get himself into a better position. Will be able to do so. They're waiting for anyone to still come down from the north. Little do they know that there's no one there. The push comes in. We still have Truggy the snake on the side. And Blaze and Entropy in a distance engagement here. I mean, I like how Entropy played this so far. Keeping all 4 alive. 6 kills. They're not exactly in a perfect spot in the circle. I think the main issue for them is going to be that they don't have any vehicles. So should the circle go north, they'll be playing on foot with only smokes for cover. That is going to be difficult because they'll have to run in past the teams. that are, oh yeah, all this. They will have to run in to the teams that are already sitting in compounds, and that's really not gonna make it easy for them. Trico, you need to land some damn good knocks here. You need to get 2 on Snipe and potentially something on Blaze as well, depending on how they like to play it. But it seems like Blaze are wrapping around the other way. Seems like they are wrapping on around the other way. Pro. Looks around. I know they're coming. Smoke trail is there. All the smokes are there. Now the issue for Entropy is once you've thrown those smokes, you gotta use them. I mean, you don't have unlimited utility. You need to go once your smoke line is there. And they are actually pushing forward, and somehow they're crossing. Uh-oh, that nade could be dangerous to a teammate. Nope. They're using nades to hold off opponents. I like this play. I actually like this play from Entropy. They're playing it really smart. Let's see. Sunzy finds the first. Double spray comes in. Wow, what a great double coming in there. Truggy is still proning on the side. He ain't want any part of this. Entropy stays alive on that rotation with 4 up. That is insane. Snipe only dedicated 2 players to that hold to begin with, and I think that was a mistake. I think they thought, oh, well, they have to run. It's going to be easy enough for us to hold. Luke was looking the other way, and they managed to stay alive off of it. WGSG as well. They're actually in a decent position, and in top 5 now, too, and they have the mass majority of the circle. This is insane. And again, guys, sorry for not going that much into first person. I do not want to crash. Truggy. Sneaky snaking his way forward. Gotta keep going, Truggy. You're gonna take a lot of damage if you stay down like that. Gotta keep moving. Nope, get up. Truck, he's actually dead. Holy shit, that. Oh, Truggy. Luke finds the first. There's more left to deal with though. Sonny is inside. Has him on the staircase. They're both there. He finds one more. Luke stands strong. There's still Anonymous left to deal with, and he needs to get healed up, and he does manage to do that now. Let's see. Molotov lobbed in. Doesn't do anything. Oh my lord. The underhand Marlow. Will go a bit too far. One more in hand. Far out as well. Smoke now thrown, trying to grant himself some more time to play this one out. He's gonna be inside the next circle if he stays in the corner room, and maybe if he's lucky, he can have Truggy help out with with killing some of these Entropy players, because he's gonna need that. I think they're just gonna be sitting and looking at those windows until he's gonna be moving. At least I would assume so. 3 nades used. Entropy wants to seal this right now. You can see them pushing forward. They want to deal with him right now, but more smoke's being deployed. He does not want them up those stairs. Truggy still crawling forward. WGSG is sitting in the center of the circle. How? How does WGSG get center circle off of that rotation? I am so confused. Sometimes you just gotta commit to it, you know, and sometimes it works out, I guess. Jesus Christ, that's fun though. That is pretty fun. I did not expect them to get top 5 off of that rotation. There were so many times where I thought, okay, this is where they're gonna stop. Oh, okay, this is where they're gonna stop. Oh, okay, now they'll stop. And they just never did. Kept driving for like a solid 40 seconds. And now they get literally the dot with 3 alive. This could be a WGSG win off of that rotation. Let's see. Nate lobbed in. Wrong room, boys. There's still space on the other side. Luke. Smoke's thrown in. Trucky is there to do damage. Let's see if he's going to, though. He's crawling forward on his own. Luke is jumping around, trying to get out. Now he's going to be forced to vault. He is going to go down. Trucky stays down. He's going to die as well. 3 teams left up. And Entropy, you got to give it to them. They've been playing it well through this one. The only team that ever really had to battle the circles, other than, of course, the WGSG rotation earlier, They have managed to fight their way on foot this far, and it's been really impressive to watch. Apocalypse now falls as well. Anonymous is feeling it. 10 kills for Entropy Gaming as they look to continue their movement forward. Only issue being that as soon as they peek over this ridgeline, all of WGSG will have eyes on them too. Lipson is there. Still 4 up if they can get Apocalypse back on his feet. There's very little utility on the side of Entropy Gaming. Probably no meds either, to be fair. Miracle hasn't driven enough this game. He has some some sort of a challenge. Must drive 7 kilometers this game. And he just needed another 50 meters, so he's going to bring the vehicle further in. Or maybe it was just to grant himself some more cover. That makes sense too. Flashbangs, lopped on over. See, this is where I don't get it. From Apocalypse. Why throw your flashbang if you're not going to push on it? Samty, as I say, push. Falls. Lassa looks on over. He's going to go down and return. Fights are escalating on both sides, and right now, Blazer in the middle of it. One goes down. Apocalypse and Lipson trying to wrap back around. Lipson has eyes on one. It's Miracle and Vod against Rip and Lipson. 8 kills for Blaze so far. No vest for Lipson. Tries to stay put. As the game is slowly coming to a close. Lassa ain't going to get rest, so he's just going to crawl for info. Blaze wants this, but I know WGSG wants it as well. Let's see how this one comes to an end. Lipson is on one side. Rip is there as well. That's flashbang. Could be money. Is it gonna go far? I'm not sure if it is. Rip falls. Lipson is there. So try and help, but it's not gonna matter. Down they go. And a 4-kill win. How in the fucking universe does WTSG win that game? I'm baffled.